Okay, what's up, you guys? We come here to sip this Zodiac tea, and we gonna get a little scoop on Candy's and Todd's connections. I already did Kenya and Mark, so hopefully you guys had checked that out as well. So without further ado, chart on Candy and Todd. All right, so we got my girl Candy from the Real House of Atlanta. We have her born May 17, 1976. And she is with my boy Todd. He's born August 4th, 1973. Okay, so based on their birthday, their planetary is as follows. Her sun, Candy's sun, is Taurus. Her moon is Capricorn. Sorry about that, Candy. Her Mercury is Gemini. Her Venus is Taurus, Mars, Leo. And in Chinese astrology, she is an animal. And her animal is dragon. Everyone has an animal based on the year you were born. And there are 12 animals starting from rat on down to the pig. And Candy is a dragon. Okay? Let's do Todd. Todd, his sun is a Leo. His moon is Libra. Mercury is Cancer. Venus is Virgo. And his Mars is Aries. So, looking at this and nothing else, we're going to talk a little bit about Candy. So, basically, she's a very earthy woman. Her sun is in Taurus. And for her to feel emotionally secure dealing with the moon, her moon is Capricorn. So, when she's ambitious and ideals, that makes her emotionally secure, okay? Mercury is how she communicates. So, probably, she really communicates from a logic viewpoint, okay? A logic viewpoint. Very, just very logic. Because that is the twin. So sometimes she could flip-flop back and forth from emotional to logic, depending on what the topic is about. Venus is in Taurus. Her Venus is in Taurus, so that's what she loves. Your Venus represents, in a woman's chart, the Venus represents how she is as a woman and what are her feminine qualities. And the Mars in a man's chart represent what makes him masculine, okay? And the Venus in a woman's chart is what makes her feminine and her feminine qualities that she loves to do. And the Mars position in a woman's chart is what she's attracted to in a man, okay? And in the man's chart, the Venus represents what he likes in a woman. And his Mars represent what how he's masculine. Okay. So Candy's Venus is Taurus. So basically she loves to be down to earth. She loves to cook. Probably she likes shapely things and art. Like Taurus women, they love makeup. Okay, they like makeup because Taurus is rude. It's a good placement for her. And these women like to be beautiful and they like to be artsy and down to earth. They like the candles and they like romantic dinners, things of that nature. Her Mars is Leo, so she is attracted to a man that exudes Leo energy. And just so happen, Todd is a Leo. Okay. His sun is the Leo, but it's still, it's part of her attraction. So she likes a man to have a lot of pride in what he do, have a lot of confidence, very sexy, a little cocky and arrogant. That's what she likes. That's what she's attracted to. All right. So then we have, we got Todd over here. So basically he's a Leo. Sometimes he could do the roar like a big lion or like, Simba was trying to do that time when Simba was a baby trying to, roar or whatever. So he could flip-flop in between those dimensions. And then also, I feel comfortable and emotionally secure. He likes to be fair with everyone and he likes to be social. Libra is all about being fair and being social. And that's his moon placement. So he's emotionally secure when he can be social, going out with his buddies, things of that nature. Okay, Mercury, Cancer. He communicate based on feelings. Okay, that's how he communicate, not based on logic. Okay, so there might be a little differences of opinion, a lot going on here. We have a Mercury. We have one that is a water Mercury, okay, and one that is an air Mercury. All right. So anyway, the Venus. So Venus. His Yeah, his Venus is in Virgo. So what he likes in a woman is the woman to be neat and orderly and very analytical. And, he don't mind a nagging woman a little bit. It might be a turn on for him. He kind of like that on us or whatever. But for the most part, he like a woman to be clean and all about her health, and staying on top of things, health wise, and just being nice and having things in order. That's what he's attracted to as a woman. And his Mars make him masculine. He's kind of like outgoing. He's very, adventurous or whatever the case may be. So that's what makes him a little extra manly. His animal, okay, his animal in the zodiac wheel is the ox. Yay, we share that alike. What's up, Todd? So he is a ox. Now the playing cards. Because I see y'all, I know y'all might see, what is she got? A 2 of diamonds, 8 of clubs. Everyone has a playing card. Every day of the year has a playing card assigned to it. So by Candy being born on her day, which is May 17th, she has the playing cards of 2 of diamonds and 8 of clubs. And Todd was born August 4th. So he has the playing card of 9 of diamonds, but it's double magnified based on the fact that he's a Leo. So when you're dealing with the playing card system and you run across a Leo, they're not going to have 2 cards. They're going to have 1 supercharged card, okay? So basically we got Candy. Candy is a 2 of diamonds and the 8 of clubs. So basically that 2 of diamonds is all about power and business and negotiations. So she shares the same card as Kris Jenner. What's her name? Kris Jenner Kardashian. I don't know what her last name is. But anyway, the momager of the girls. Well, her and Candy share that energy, that vibration. They can get business done, okay? And we all know Candy got a lot of things going on. So a 2 of diamonds is partnership and business deals. The diamonds represent the material wealth behind it. Now 8 of clubs, 8 is power, and clubs is communication. So there's power when she speaks, okay? Yes, there's power when she speaks. These people can be good attorneys, you know what I'm saying? They can also be successful in astrophysics, things of that nature, like science and things like that. And this is not no pushover type of female, okay? So she's a powerhouse. All right, so Todd, he's the 9 of diamonds, and he shares the same card as Barack Obama, okay? So basically, he's just like laid back and very witty, and he loves to read books, and charming on the slick, but he takes a lot of financial losses because 9 represents the ending, closing of a chapter, and it's over, and the diamonds represents material. So he's going to gain money, but also lose money in this particular lifetime for him. He is all about charities and what should I give, not necessarily what should I get, okay? All right, so we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what these numbers mean, okay? We're going to talk about what they mean when we get back. What I want to do now is go over to the energy planet chart. Every couple that's together, they also have planets in their energy and what planets make up their energy. So basically, Moon is basically emotional security. Venus is the pleasure factor, how much fun I have with this person. Mars is sex and aggression. So aggression can lead to arguments or whatever. Jupiter is the money factor, who takes care of who more, and also spiritual advice. Saturn is who's going to try to be the boss of somebody. You know what I'm saying? The restrictions, the burdens, and who's going to be the sort of the teacher in the relationship. Then we have Uranus, the friendship factor. Neptune is good or bad. Good is like you could take Neptune energy and change the world, do things on a global scale, community scale, give it back to the community, feed the homeless, things of that nature. Or you could take the energy on each other's lives, running game or whatever the case may be. And depending on who's the Neptune, that will be the person it depends, like whoever is actually seeing the other person as Neptune will be the person that's going to be getting cheated on because they see that person as Neptune. So they see that person through rose-colored glasses or whatever the case may be. As you see, we got 2 connections. Okay. So anyway, Pluto is about life transformation. Like when you first get with this person, it's going to be like, it might not be an easy transition or whatever, but really that person is in your life to transform you to the next level. Okay. And cosmic is like, it can be a cosmic reward from the cosmos that you two were destined to be together on some type of way. So either you that person's cosmic lesson, meaning that's that you have to learn that lesson from, or that's your reward. Like everything you've been through in your life, bam, they finally here to make things more easier. So let's talk about their little chart. They do have good pleasure factor. They have 3 Venus connections. That's great. I'm kind of upset they don't have no moon connections. That's what I'm really looking for when I do my soulmate readings. You know what I'm saying? They do have Mars, so it's like, good sex is indicated, but arguments are indicated as well. And someone cheating on somebody, or somebody giving back to the community. Something's going on. They have 2 Neptune connections, 2 Plutos, and 2 cosmics, just to give you guys a feel like, what type of energy they have in this relationship. So now I want to talk about when you put Todd's birthday and Candy birthday together, of energy you're going to get. And it doesn't matter, like, long as these 2 people are together, that is going to be the energy that they have throughout the whole relationship. Okay, so this is where it gets a little juicy. Okay, now they have a Jack of Hearts and a 4 Hearts. I love the fact that they have hearts. Okay, now this is kind of crazy because Mark and Kenya has the 4 Hearts in their relationship as well, but we're not talking about them right now. If you want the tea on them, go watch my video on them. But anyway, the 4 Hearts is the foundation and the blessings for children and a marriage and family. It's the home. It's the foundation, number 4. Then Hearts, we're talking about the matters of family and children, and love or whatever when we're dealing with hearts. So they're going to have that steady flow. But we have the Jack of Hearts, okay? Jack of Hearts, on the bad side, it can be like the deceiving of someone's emotions and always making sacrifices. So someone in this relationship is always going to have to, take the sacrifices, like, be it like time away from the relationship, be somebody emotionally manipulating somebody. It's some type of sacrifices. Maybe one person can't go to school, or one person can't open up this because they opening up that, or whatever the case may be, but it's always going to be some type of sacrifice. The good side of this card is the Christ consciousness. Both of these people can adopt that Christ consciousness, and like I said, they can use that Neptune energy and give back to the community, to help better someone else's life. So they do have like some Neptune energy, and they do have the Christ consciousness energy with the Jack of Hearts. Enamored all throughout their relationship while they're together. So like I said, the bad side, personal sacrifices, taking them L's right quick, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of emotional manipulation going on. And the good side is that Christ consciousness, opening up a shelter or something that they can do together to better the community or whatever. And the 4 of Hearts is all about the stable and the stability and the stableness of having a loving family. So for me, it's not really that bad. Hopefully they don't have to take too many L's and don't bad side of that Jack. Okay, so in a relationship, you could be in the same relationship with somebody and look at it totally different. Okay, honey. So we're gonna talk about how Todd looks at this relationship. What is he getting out of the relationship? Todd is getting this. Okay, so this is what he's getting from Candy. He's becoming that business. Okay, the King of Diamonds is all about business. Trying to sound like Candy on this on the slick when she be saying speak on it, because I do watch her speak on it. Anyway, he's learning how to become a superior businessman. This is the card of business, and this is the king. It's the top card. So it's basically getting them finances in order and superior, okay, and running a business and entrepreneurship and doing your own thing. Now, he do have a 7 of spades. So while he in this relationship with Candy, 7 of spades on the bad side, it represents health problems and work problems. So he's going to be struggling on what to do or when to open up this business, or he might be late for work a couple of times. He might run into issues with contractors. It's like he has that energy or whatever. He's going to run across that in this relationship with Candy, but this is kind of good. Like, he's going to run into issues. He's going to get his business, but it's going to go through some obstacles. Just saying. Like, I'm gonna get up on my feet. I'm gonna do this. You know, I love her or whatever, and she's helping me do this or whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna run into a couple of little obstacles here and there. But the king trumps that 7. Okay. That's the bad side. The good side of the 7 of spades is, you know, spiritual awareness. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual awareness. So, like I said, that's beautiful because together they're going to grow with that Christ consciousness. And obviously, I think it's going to be coming from him because the 7 of spades is on his side and him learning how to be a businessman. So let's see what Candy's going to get out of this situation. Bam. She got the double diamonds. She can't do nothing but to go up. So her bag is definitely going to increase. She has the same vibrate. They on the same page. That's beautiful. When you're in a relationship, you want to be on the same page with somebody, okay? So both of them going to win. The thing about it is they're both going to have their own businesses. They're going to come together. They're going to have the businesses and they're going to build the foundation on their family. That's being built, and they're going to have to make those sacrifices or whatever the case may be to make sure that this union is, you know, stable and, you know, build this foundation. But they're going to have a business, but they're going to have their own businesses. And they might have businesses in combination. But the way these cards are telling me based on their birthdays, because this is based on your birthday, and when you put those two people together, this is what you're getting. The only thing with the Queen of Diamonds, basically the Queen of Diamonds is businesswoman because it's the, you know, the queen or whatever, but the king is kind of masculine, and Candy has masculine qualities and feminine qualities. The only bad thing about the Queen of Diamonds is you have to watch how much money you spend. So Candy might be probably overspending in a relationship, you know, probably buying things that are really not, I don't know, from what I see on the show, Candy is kind of frugal and she's smart with her money, but she can be kind of, she be Sperling Raleigh on the slick. I don't know. To me, because ain't no way, ain't nobody going to be having no expensive cars. You're going to get a little hoop thing, you're going to get around. I don't care how much my bag is. That's my bag. I'm going to make sure you get around town. But anyway, you know, that's her daughter. She can do what she wants. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, by me looking at things on the show, she's not stupid when she's spending her money. And mind you, she is a Taurus. So she's not, some Taurus women are very, you know, materialistic. But by her having a 2 of diamonds and a 8 of clubs, she's a powerful woman. She's not going to just be broke. But this just, the Queen of Diamonds is just like that warning. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't spend too much because, you know, you could go into debt with this type of energy. And also the good side of this card as well, other than being a successful businesswoman, you can be a philanthropist. You can set the standard for other women. You can possibly be a teacher if you go that route, because Queen of Diamonds does have a lot of philanthropy inside of their aura, inside of their energy. And also as well, Tupac birth card. I think one of Tupac's birth cards is a Queen of Diamonds. Anyway, that's besides the point. But she has this energy, so business, doing the damn thing, being the queen, being the diva. The only thing is she just got to watch and have that warning from not spending too much. King of Diamonds represents the successful businessman. Candy do have masculine and feminine qualities or whatever. Ty, he going to have his business or whatever. It's going to be great. He just going to hit a couple of bumps in the road or whatever the case may be. And like I said, sacrifices will be made on one of both parties, and they're going to have that foundation of love. I'm going to go back to those numbers, what I was talking about. Now, that's the most beautiful part of the relationship, reading the cards, the energy of the cards, okay? But this is just something that I like to do. Because in my relationship, if anyone orders a relationship reading from me, my goal is the 4-2-3. And basically, and I use it on a scale from 1 to 7, with 7 being the highest. Sometimes it go beyond 7, but for the most part, and the standard of it all is, it really don't go above 7. So 7 is my highest number. So anyway, 4 represents the attraction. Attraction is all about just physical attraction. Physical. That's it. You know, is that person fine to me? Like, oh, when I look at him, like, oh, the way he be, you know, his eyes and his, what do you find attraction, you know, attractive about the person and your attractability? The middle number is a 2, so I feel like the middle number, that's intensity. You don't want to bring too much intensity and too much drama into the relationship. Like, if the intensity is above 2, to me, it's like, I would tell this couple, like, wait a minute, Y'all intensity is a little bit up there. And, that's like the argument factor of the, like intensity is how easy the relationship is going to be, okay? And compatibility. Can you make it? Can you work it out? Now, to me, I want the compatibility the compatibility to be at least a 3. You know what I'm saying? For it to be like soulmate quality and going up and beyond. All right. So basically, based on their birthday, they really attracted to Candy is really attracted to Todd. Okay, we got the 6.5. Like bam, like so he ain't ugly to her. Okay, but that intensity is high. It's not high like a 7, thank God, because I would have been like, so Todd do get on the nerves a little bit, okay? The things he do that piss off a little bit. It's a 3.5. And like I said, I don't want it to go above 2, but, it is what it is. The compatibility is a 1, from the 1 to the 7. I do run across when people, because I don't want y'all to look at this and be like, damn, a 1? Calm down, hold your horses. Because I have had people that paid me to do their readings and they were -5. Okay? And they were -4, 5, 7. I had a couple of -8s. That means stay away, get away from this person. They ain't no good for you. So Candy got that 1. So it's like, it's beginning compatibility. At least they got a 1 up there. It's not what I suggest, which is a 3 and up. But hey, it is what it is. Todd numbers 6.5, so they're attracted to each other the same. That's beautiful because I've had people where, hey, the girl was more attracted to the guy than the guy was to her. You feel me? So they have equal attraction level 6.5. That is very high, above what I recommend. Great. That intensity, one more point than what I recommend. Like I said, I recommend a 2 and under. Okay? But they have a 3, so she's going to get on his nerves a little bit too. Okay. And the compatibility, so he got a 2. So he feel like, they're probably more compatible than what she feels. She feels 1. This is coming from her. And based on birthdays, and he have a 2. But I think what make these cards and make their compatibility beautiful, you got 2 hearts here. Like you're gonna take, like I said, them couple of little sacrifices, but you building on the foundation of love. Bam, money ain't gonna never be a problem because they both getting their coins or whatever. It's just that Todd gonna learn from Candy based on these cards. Todd gonna learn how to run a successful business. He gonna run across his obstacles, but he's still gonna get the bag. Okay, so that, and based on that reading, I feel like their relationship is a go. They are not soulmates. No, they are not soulmates. Oh, I cannot wrap this up. Where am I going? I have to tell you guys how they love. Oh, how about to almost forget. So basically, based on your birthday, you have a love profile. Everyone has this. So it doesn't matter who you with. It doesn't matter who you get in a relationship with. You're going to love the same regardless, okay? The energies are just going to kind of like mix up based on who you loving. You feel me? So we're going to talk about how Candy and Todd loves. Let me see a picture of them right quick. On the Google. Oh, well, they animals. I'll talk a little bit about the animals while I'm trying to find a picture on how they look. I mean, to give y'all a little idea. Or whatever the case may be. Candy's a dragon. Oh, I kind of messed up my stuff. Candy's a dragon and Todd is an ox. So basically, the ox is actually resolving karma with the dragon. So basically, the dragon, they just have to be careful not to clash too much or whatever, and have a lot of disagreements or whatever. And basically, the dragon is way more outgoing and always busy. So the only issue with those two is like the animal energy. They both like admiration, both of them. So they're going to have to balance the admiration. Like, honey, you did a good job. And then make sure it goes both ways, okay? It's just that the only thing the only thing the ox find wrong with the dragon is the dragon need to spend a little bit more time at home. Because the dragon always is on the go. So that's the only thing, like, with their energy. Their animals are not soulmate animals. They don't have soulmate connection as far as the animals. It's okay. They ain't beefing either. So the ox and the dragon, they can understand each other. They just have them little slight power struggles. And I'm still trying to find these pictures, you guys. So, okay, I got one. All right, this Candy. Not really a good picture. I could have did better, but my internet. Okay, so you guys, this is Candy's little face, and I'm about to explain to you how she loves. Let me see, pull up my little notes on Candy. All right, so basically, based on Candy's birthday, she's very sentimental and she's a very serious lover. They admire their mates. When they find a person that really loves them. I'm trying to get this picture back up, you guys. When they find a person that really loves them for who they are, they can be so faithful, okay? And romance, they like to live their lives. They like to turn up. They do demand a lot of attention from their mates, okay? They have super fixed attitudes regarding love, and only them can be the hurdle to their love life, to having a successful love life. Only them can mess that up for themselves, or whatever the case may be. In a relationship, good or bad, they will remain faithful, okay? But they do have high, lofty principles in a relationship. So if it's bad in their union, they can become bitter and argumentative, okay? So it's because they be wanting to leave, but they don't be wanting to leave because of their principles and their morals or whatever. So they'll just stay there and become bitter and arguing and stuff all the time. They do have a hidden need of affection, and if it goes unnoticed, they will throw themselves into the mental side of life until they work, or they throw themselves in their business and forget about their little emotional problems, okay? They do appreciate home and family. They do love stability, okay? And they are destined to have one difficult divorce or a painful situation that happens in their life. But that's a karmic issue that they had signed a universal contract for. Okay. They normally find love after their late 30s. And they should never put love before career. That's her love profile. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about how Todd love. And then I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Let me see. All right, this little picture on the side. Try to blow it up. It ain't. I'm tripping. All right, so this is Todd, you guys. An old picture look like. And let me tell y'all how Todd loves. So basically, romance, candlelight dinner. That's on the last of the list. These people don't really know how to be romantic. Okay, and that's what Candy likes. So you're going to work on that time. Okay, so they don't really know how to be necessarily romantic. It's the last thing on the list for these cats. But, he won't be in the cold or be too cold, and he ain't going to reject no damn sex. He's just not romantic, and he's not really that flirty or whatever the case may be. He do take love seriously, okay? They do take love seriously. And they need someone to kind of plan the fun for them because they don't really have no clue or whatever. And sometimes they need a mate that's going to force the fun or plan the fun and, to bring that fun factor into the relationship or whatever the case may be. And, sometimes you got to force this person to be a little bit romantic and make them laugh. Probably have to tickle them and stuff. But they love their ego being stroked, okay? They love doing business. They love their ego being stroked, and they love massages, okay? He is loyal as long as you obey his commands. They prefer witty, smart, intelligent type of women, and they will have a challenging relationship in their life as well throughout its life. And that karma is usually surrounded around responsibilities associated with a spouse or children. They do have traditional views of marriage, and sometimes they look at marriage as a job, entailing many responsibilities other than a romance. So that's how your boy Tizard, that's his love profile, you guys. I say this is a good relationship based on the cards, especially. I would say, yeah, it's a go. I'm not saying forever, and they are not soulmates. They're just compatible. I repeat, they're not soulmates. They're just compatible. Thank you so much, you guys, for stopping by. Deuces.